afternoon, Enter 102.
This is ECN coming at you live from the Klein studio. My name is Swayze.
And I'm Ashley. So, there are many anthropology techniques that have been created over time, most of which help groups survive through difficult living conditions.
Okay, for today's topic, we will be talking about redistribution and reciprocity. Do you know any of those two terms, Ashley?
Yes, actually. Reciprocity is mutual give and take among people of similar social. We will go in depth with the anchor on the field. Now, Lauren will explain about generalized reciprocity.
Okay. Thanks, Swayze and Ashley. I'm Lauren, and I'm here to tell you guys about generalized reciprocity. Generalized reciprocity is the exchange of goods with no specific return expected. Jimmy and Tim are here to give you guys an example.
Damn, dude, I have no money for the class, bro.
Oh, you need some money? I got some. I got you, bro.
Are you sure, bro?
Yeah,
Cool.
take it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
What a great example of generalized reciprocity. Next, we have Sam.
Thank you, Lauren. Hello, I'm Sam, and I'm here to talk to you about balanced reciprocity. Balanced reciprocity is exchange of goods for equal value, similar to for an eye for an eye, but nothing that gruesome. What we have for you today is a video of these fine ladies displaying balanced reciprocity.
Do you have a pen I can borrow?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Wow, that was a great display of balanced reciprocity. Up next, we have Charles.
I think I got the idea. Okay. Thanks, Sam, for leading me in. I'm Charles. I'm here to explain the concept of negative reciprocity. So the concept of negative reciprocity is two parties or two people doing an exchange of trade where one party is trying to get an advantage of trade over the other one, which example is bringing up in my next video.
Hey, can I borrow a pencil?
Sure.
There's no lead.
Sucks for you.
All right, that was the idea of reciprocity, where you saw one man taking a pen, which was an advantage over the pencil because the pencil had no lead in it, which eventually gave yourself quite an advantage over and taking advantage of somebody over the trade and leaving it anonymous. Thank you. And that's the basic concept of negative reciprocity. Now I'm going to bring it back to the front desk in order to finish this up. Back to you.
It's all right. Thank you, Lauren, Charles, and Sam, for breaking down each type of reciprocity. Now we are going to talk about redistribution.
In redistribution, goods are collected or contributed by the members of a certain group. Those goods are then given out to the group in a new pattern. A social center is needed in redistribution so that the goods can be distributed. Big men are the political organization and are leaders who gain power and authority through personal achievement. Feasts are sponsored by the big man of the group. He does this to raise prestige. Distinct hierarchies are often involved, however, when distribution takes place in chiefdoms. The chief then collected the food and goods from communities to help their households, as well as to finance large public feasts that enhance and keep their power in a stable state. A great example of this technique is potlatching. Here is a short video demonstrating this concept.
Born to be a chief, it was James Seaweed's role to give potlatches, share his wealth. Now, 63, he has become a great chief by giving more, a lifetime of struggle to pass on to the young a knowledge of their past. Long before the coming of the white man, the Kwakiutl people lived along the coastal waters of Western Canada and Vancouver Island. Here they built a rich and virile culture, told in spectacular art and centered on the potlatch giveaway, for generosity brought honor to the giver. On great formal occasions, a chief gathered his wealth and invited guests from many villages. Through days of singing, dancing, and feasting, he lavished canoes, blankets, and other gifts on his guests according to rank. The more he gave, the greater his prestige. Prodded by missionaries, the Canadian government banned the potlatch in 1876. Illegal until 1951, the potlatch was held only secretly and at great risk.
Potlatch is a form of redistribution involving competitive feasting practiced among Northwest Coast Native Americans. Potlatches are held to honor and to validate the rank of chiefs and other notables, usually in connection with births, deaths, and marriages. Wait, what? Okay. To wrap up, we will now go back to Charles and Sam.
Lastly, to sum it all up, the three forms of reciprocity and redistribution we explained before. You see in some ways they're similar, but ultimately redistribution is a massive trade among one party, and reciprocity is two or more parties in trade or in exchange. And that concludes the redistribution systems of exchange and consumption.
And we want to thank you for watching our program. From the staff and crew of ECN, we wish you a good night, Arizona.
And go never bother me anyways.